craft review right here on the tubes of you. Craft review with you on tubes of you. Are we ready? Okay, I will introduce myself. Hi, I'm Mary Gunn. Okay, we're gonna wait a couple minutes.
But we can't trim the string.
No can do.
What it says.
That requires reading. That's okay. How's everybody? We got lots of cards to talk about. Lots and lots of cards. 6x6s, kind of weirdos. Kind of weird cards, but good cards. I don't know. Some people love 6x6s, some people don't. But if you're here, say hi, because I'm so lonely, and even though I do talk to myself normally, and I'm okay with that, if you're here, I'd like to chat with you too. There we go. There's my friends from Florida and Sweden and Wisconsin. Very nice. Nice to have you guys. And Alessa, are you going to laugh a little bit today so you'll look younger? That was a cute post. You're cute. You're just adorable. So, yeah, you guys are all on the board, aren't you? Bonnie, are you on the board? Stacy, your first live. Congratulations. And congratulations on winning something the other day on a Facebook thing. Can't remember what it was, but congratulations. It's nice. Yeah, gotta laugh. I'm actually 93. No, I'm not. Oh, oh, okay. All right. Oh, Bonnie says making an envelope for the 6x6 that conforms to the post office rules, which I'm not sure what they are. So I don't have to pay extra. Hurts your brain. You know, maybe there's a new, you know, we could make a new card type that folds out to be a 6x6. And then it would fit into a business size. Why don't we do that? We could do that. Use a 3.5 by 6.5 and make it a folding thing. And it folds out to be a 6x6 card. And so you get the 50 whatever cent rate instead of the 75-cent rate. Seems like, and we wouldn't have to worry about envelopes. I do not say envelopes, I do say envelopes. Because I don't say, oh, the show is about to end. I say it's going to end. Those little things, those little vowels, they are such a nuisance, but so important. Oh, you're very welcome, Alessa. Very nice. I think I'm supposed to be talking so he can walk out and hear if I sound okay. So I'm going to be talking. Talk, 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 talk. We'll start here in just a second. Oh, Bonnie, that would be real good. I get confused about their regulations. Yes, a new card size, Jamie. I think we could do it. I'm going to make a note. Because I will make it. I'll figure out a design for it and have a piece of paper? Yep. Do a new some new card sizes. Folding cards, new folds. That would be okay too. Card size with new folds to fit in standard NVs. Yeah. That's how we got little chubbies. So like a 6x6 into, okay. Now, give me something to do this afternoon, but I am going to be thinking about scrapbooking because I have scrapbook lab tonight. Let's see. We do that one? The intro?
Yes.
And then we go slideshow? Oh.
Do you remember that?
No, I do not.
Did you do any homework?
I reviewed the Dealy Bops.
The buttons are in order.
The buttons are in order, so then I go, what is this?
What is craft? What is that button?
That is what Scrap Roulette. Then we do the slideshow. Well, it's going to do the video. And then we go, okay, it goes into the slideshow. And then we do the schedule at the end, sign off. But we go up here to get to the slides. No, it's going to come up automatically. This is why we don't usually give the old lady buttons. Hi, Patty.
Hit the slideshow button.
We're going to try something.
There. See how it's in?
Oh, yes.
Now
yes.
you hit up.
Okay.
To get out of that.
Okay. That's what I think. Okay. All right. We're good. I really did kind of know that. I just couldn't articulate it. I was under pressure. You ready for me to start? Okay, let's start. Thanks for being here. It's fun to see friends in the group. Here we go. Let's get official. Hello, I'm Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, founder and head professor of Fun University, and your intrepid hostess of Craft Roulette and the spin-off show where you are right now, Contributor Showcase. It is fun to get to do this. This was on our show until last week. And with all these submissions, you're going to see how many submissions. Oh, my stars. This show was getting really long, and we got a lot to do on the show too, because we always have a guest crafter and we want to spend as much time with them as we can, and we have to do some crafting improvisationally, and we just need to have some potential meltdown time and some potential victory time, and so we did a spin-off of our regular Friday evening 6:30 Central Time, wherever you are in the world, show, and made Contributor Showcase, because I can't stop talking, and I love to be able to tell you what some of the bits and pieces that I love about the cards that you send in. I figure if you're going to be kind enough to send me in a card for a submission, I should return that favor and give you a little feedback and a little bit of art. So that's what we do. If you have never seen Craft Roulette, well, honey, you just don't know what you're missing. But I have a little video to tell you, and then we'll come back and we will do the slideshow. Thank you guys for being here. Say hi if you're watching the replay. Hit subscribe, follow, all that kind of stuff. You know the protocol. Let's see what Craft Roulette's like.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on Facebook.com/MaryGunFun and archived on YouTube.com/CraftRoulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on MaryGunFun.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
And that's what we do every Friday evening. Except for some people, because we have people watching us all over the world. We have some people watching in the middle of the night in Sweden, you little stinker. And some people in New Zealand and Australia where they watch the next day. So we do have a replay every Saturday at noon Central Time. So if you want to get your beauty rest, I say the same thing on Saturday as I said on Friday, and the same cards are made. So it's just another way to get that live feel, because we are in the chat room and we can chit chat. Not that we ever chit chat. Okay, so anyway, Craft Roulette. We have a lot of fun. Last week, you can see we had a 6x6 card for our project. We had the choice of colors were pastels. those both can throw a curveball to a lot of card makers to just go, peace out, man, I'm not doing this one. But so many rallied. I was so proud of them. The element was interesting. Oftentimes that will be something like something tangible, like a dog, a cat, a wreath, and easy to interpret. Not this time. We had it a little more abstract. We had best friend or best friends. And so that was pretty... so many cute ideas and so many cute interpretations of best friends. You guys were great. Metallic or foil paper. Again, the wheel kind of was like, yeah, I'm going to stretch you tonight. I hope you have your yoga pants on because we're going to be stretching you like a Pilates band. It was a little bit hard at first, but then you start settling down just a little bit and start going, okay, well, I could use this and this and this, and suddenly you have a beautiful card. This was my card. The sketch was an idea from Mary Neighbor to have a pick a sketch as one of the parameters. And so I had 3 different sketches, 3 different sizes, a 6x6, a 5x7, and an A2 size card. Carrie chose the 6x6. Very simple, very basic layout, so you could do whatever you want to. Craft Roulette is an experience. It's an interpretive experience of creativity. It isn't a dot to dot, this is a kit, line it up here, come in here. It's nothing like that. It's, as you will see, every card is so incredibly unique. It is very, very fun. So those were the parameters last week. And let's see what our guest crafter made. She did something real cute. Okay, there we go. Ta-da! Oh, I forgot. I always forget. This comes up first. This was from last week, the contributor map. Look how many friends we have all over the globe. We've got them in Ecuador and Australia and lots and lots. Look up way up north by Santa Claus's house. We've got some Northwest Territory girls, and they're in the submission board too. So very fun. We've got them in England and all sorts of places. If you know somebody that likes crafts, absolutely invite them, because we have a nice community, but only invite them if they're nice. If they're rotten little stinker faces, don't bring them. But there's nobody like that, is there? Anyway, yes, happy Tuesday, Hilda Dell. So my idea, well, I don't know, my idea. Merry Neighbors, yes, Stacy, that's where you won something. You won it from Merry Neighbor, that's what it was. Yep, it was Merry Neighbor's idea. She's been a long time follower and supporter of Craft Roulette and any number of Merry Gun Fun things. So she's great. She's a great gal. That's a cool map, though. Way up there, it is cold. Yes, cold Alberta. It's cold here too. Oof, I don't like it. Miss Carrie from Colorado, but with not in the mountains, was our guest crafter. She, somebody said in the group, which is there is a Craft Roulette Challenge Facebook group. Answer the questions, you'll automatically be joined. Somebody said, oh my gosh, she was pulling out these papers and I didn't know what was going to happen. But look what a pretty charming project she ended up with. Lots of cool details that Carrie included. She's got little mats around certain ones, but she doesn't have them around all of them. Yes, all those makers are pretty cool, aren't they, Carrie? She's in the chat room, so if you have any questions or comments to her, just tell her. I'm glad to have you here. We're big dog friends, dog lovers, both of us, and so she came up with this best friend. She immediately went to her dog, and I didn't. I felt bad. I gave him extra cookies. But anyway, she had this super cute card, pulled it together, loved the details. She's got quite a knack. She hasn't really even been making cards that long. So she's just got quite a little talent, and she pulled together some kind of things that maybe you'd go, what, huh? But it works, doesn't it? Works very, very well. Did the pastel thing just real pretty. Can't say enough. It's so much fun. I love that card too, Patty. Very cute card. I love it. Let's see what else. Stephanie Alton got hers in first, and this is also her first submission. She's from Texas, and so enjoyed getting this card with this cute little girl, another animal lover, obviously. she's got her little 6x6 card there. Now remember, she's got this little sketch to work with, and you can see it there, can't you? See the choices. She has like background. You have choices on backgrounds. Are you going to put some texture on it? Are you going to put some design on it? Are you going to make it plain? Are you going to stencil it? Are you going to this? Are you going to that? And then you've got this little field. What are you going to do with that? Are you going to mat it? Are you going to need to distress it? Are you going to make it out of strips? Are you going to make it stamped? Are you going to make it polka dotted? What are you going to do? And then you've got this guy. And again, you have the, well, that's a pretty obvious focal point. What are we going to do with it? It's a pretty big space. What are we going to do with it? We're going to need to have something that holds its own, or take a small little chunk of it and use a lot of white space. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Lots and lots of decisions to be made. And great choices on that, Miss Stephanie. You've got a little bit of a frame around that pretty little focal point that goes nicely and complements what you've got going on in the center. You know, we've got 2 dogs and a cat, and our cat is our cat thinks he's a dog, or our cat thinks our dogs are really bad cats. We're not sure which one it is, but there's definitely a community that's built in those 3 guys. They're so cute together. We just appreciate them. And that cat, or that little card, reminds me of Kerwin and Boomer and Fergus. Thank you, Stephanie. I've really gone on a long time. Bonnie, you're here today, and you've got animals for your best friend idea too. Lots of nice little things. I thought that was a real, thank you for that little note about the paper, those little dots being called candy dots. Thank you for that note, because I thought perhaps they were brads, and nobody has brads anymore. So real cute. Look at that embossing on the gold, and to match that, to go or to compare or use that with pastels, it was one of the curveballs of the wheel. It was like, wait, pastels and metallics don't go, but you guys proved it wrong. That is now a creative myth that you guys busted big. You've got lots and lots of pattern, but nothing that's overwhelming, and it all plays nicely together, just like the doggy and the kitty. That is so good. We love things like that. Thank you, Bonnie. I like this card very much. TR's place. Okay, so Bonnie's was pretty busy, but not bad busy. TR went soft and gentle. Super beautiful little card with her little chickadee. I've got chickadees right outside my window, and that is a great use of your space. 6x6 seems big. I think that's one of the challenges. We're so used to the little A2 size numbers, and then we get something like 6x6 and it seems really, really big. But if you look at this carefully and smartly, what is this? My gosh, it's basically an A2 size card right here. Does that make it easier? It does, doesn't it? Just whittle it down. How do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time. What do you do for a card? Just break it down. I break things down all the time to make my life simple. But this is gorgeous. Your blending is real pretty. You've got that friendship on the side. You've got the little birdies up on the wire coming off of the edge. Super, super pretty. I love those colors together. Nice, nice job. Yes, totally subtle card, right, Alessa? It's really, really pretty. Very charming. Well done. We like to say, kiss your brain. Claire pulled out a stamp that she had never used, right? Yes, she had never used it before, and that stamp's been around for eons. So fun interpretation of the parameters, Claire from New Zealand. I think she embossed the "everything is better with a friend," and so that's where she got her metallic. Another clever way to use a metallic. Think of all the different metallic things you have. It's not just. You can interpret and interpret. I just loves it. Okay. Yes. Okay. I should save the chat. YouTube should save the chat so everybody's comment. Oh, yes, they should. I don't know if they do. Anyway, this is, I didn't mean to go on. But this is super cute. I love that stamp set. I still have it too because I've never seen one quite like it. And so when I find the stamp set that I've never seen another one like it that I like better, I keep it. But that is one. Those girls have some long legs, don't they? Not me. Thank you, Claire. Heather, this is so cute. And I think you've used this paper pack before, and it's really a charmer. She lives in New York, and she said New York loves the color black. And so she paired the pastels with black. Totally works. Totally is very stunning and striking. These two girls, can you imagine? They're right there at Neiman Marcus, I think. And they are just, you, dear friend, get me. And isn't that the nicest thing about a friend? They just get you, and they still like you. Oh, I like that. I would think that this would be a very nice gift for anybody. Look how she changed the parameter sizes, the little areas. She did it. She used a background that was paper, used the paper for the focal point also. So many things you can do. Just another way to show off your papers and your cleverness, Miss Heather. Thank you so much for joining us again this week. You know, sometimes on the form it says how many times have you submitted, and you guys have been around for a while, some of you, and I'm still thinking, oh, you're new to Craft Roulette, and you're going, no, I've done 15, 20 cards, and it takes me back. Biddy Penny is fairly new to Craft Roulette, and we're glad to have her. She went with a real pretty floral and just had the friendship in the sentiment in the center. Another completely different way to make it. Used the parameter, and oh, look at that little charm. I wanted to mention that too on the paper clip. Fun way to use a little metallic in her card, and I really like those colors. They're just real pretty together. Again, lots and lots of pattern, but not absolutely no problem on all that pattern. It just looks real nice together. Yep, great collage work, Heather, is what Hilda Nell says, and yeah, it is. She did a great job. There it is. Great collage work. Very pretty. Yep. Biddy Penny, thank you so much for this pretty card. Biddy Penny has a card on my wall of pride, love, and adoration. So she's quite a little artist. Thank you so much. Yep. Michelle Jaggard from New Zealand. Now, see, Michelle, I almost went, oh, she's new, but she wasn't. And so, but not too, I think you're pretty new. And I thought this was funny. She goes, I got one of the parameters wrong. Oops. And that happens. It happens. And something about the parameters, you're supposed to use all of them, but you don't have to use them all in a big way. You can sneak them in. It's kind of fun that way. It's kind of like sneaking in your own candy to the movie. It's all kind of wonderful. And so, Michelle, I just like to pretend we're kind of sneaking in a little this or that. But this is cute. I love that little squirrel. Oh my gosh, he's cute. Cuter than the ones we have right outside my window eating all my sunflower seeds. That's for darn sure. I think it'd be really cute if I could decorate my squirrels that would come to my bird feeder. They probably wouldn't like that. Little tutus probably wouldn't like it. Michelle, thank you so much. I think you did a great job. Very cute. Join us often, please. Kathy Pisupati from Arizona. When she was in the chat on Friday night, she said, oh, wasabi and sushi. And I thought, oh, that's a great best friend thing, because we started pairing up different things that go together as best friends, tacos or chips and salsa, this and that. And she said, I think it was sushi and wasabi, and I thought that is so, and I even stopped and mentioned it. I thought it was such a funny thing. And then this card shows up in the email, the submission board, and it cracked me up. I honestly laughed out loud, and it's so cute. It's just so cute. She did a great job. She does a lot on Instagram. If you look up Kathy Pisupati, I can't think of it. Creative Expressions or something. I can't think of her handle, but she's got a nice style, and I know you guys would enjoy it. So anyway, thank you, Kathy. And she also invited her cousin, who comes up here pretty soon. Jackie Muller sent in this. She pounced the color on her birdies. I think they are so pretty. And she shortened up this guy, which is just fine. it looks like it was a die cut, and so she probably had it, and that was a good use of it. I liked it. He laughed out loud too on that card from Kathy. Stacy, I know, it was funny. But this was gorgeous. Jackie, you did a beautiful job. Jackie has been with us for quite a while too. I really always appreciate you guys that just show up in the chat every Friday or on Saturday or in the submission board. It's just a nice little group. If you haven't joined the Craft Roulette Challenge group on Facebook, please do. We talk a lot about a lot of the cards, and then sometimes people come up with a new card using the same parameters and they post it there. So you don't want to miss a single stinking idea. So join us there, and you just have to answer the questions and you'll automatically be added. So, yep, pretty gold paper. Looks fine with those pastels. Who knew? Thank you, Wheel, right? Thank you, Jackie. Vicki, now Vicki, I'm going to tell you, this girl's got a sense of humor. She is a nut. I'm pretty sure in the best possible way. In the challenge group, I said, well, I don't know what the wheel will give us this week. Maybe the wheel will give us penguins doing backflips on a bicycle on top of a flower petal in rainbow colors. And I'll be darned if not, in just a little bit later, one of those cards showed up in that group, and I laughed so hard. It just made my day. But look how cute this card is. And then also she fessed up in the group that she forgot the centers of the flowers. So she added centers of the flowers, but I liked it so much like this that I didn't correct it or anything or change it. Look at that cute phone. Could you make that phone? You could. All you have to do is make a rectangle, round the corners, cut out the middle, or pop something up in the middle. It's a smaller rectangle, and you can have a phone. So you can do word bubbles and on a phone and make something really, really cute. Or you could put a picture in it, like, you know, whatever, of Craft Roulette's logo. No, or me. My mom used to joke like that. Anyway, so cute. Vicki, we so appreciate your sense of humor and your encouragement and your very, very fun nature. Thank you so much for this card and being a part of our group. Patty Beck, 43rd submission. She is our lead card. Lead card. And this was 47. This was episode 47. So Patty truly has been with us, participating since almost the beginning, and super cute. Her little friend is pulling her best friend, which is a little puppy dog, in the wagon and across the lawn. So many cute elements in this card, Patty, and they come together for a really, really sweet picture. You got the little grass growing up, you got little flowers and butterflies. It's just charming. You can almost feel a nice little spring breeze on your cheeks if you look at it with long enough and happy enough. So well done for entry 43. Nice job. Thank you. Sue Bruch, I think I saw your name. Yep, there you are. You sent in this really pretty one, and you did foiling. You smarty girl. Real nice foiling on, I've not tried it, for your sentiment. So that was cool to get that in. Sue often sends in pretty cards. They're very classy looking. Her designs are very clean and buttoned up, as they say. If you go to craftroulette.live, you'll see all the submissions for all these many weeks, and links to all the old shows too. So I know people have been telling me they're binging them, but it is kind of nice when you're creating something and you're sitting at your desk or whatever, and I do it, watch videos. It's just kind of fun to hang out with your crafty friends, even though they're not live. It's all fun. But this is one of those pretty, very classic Sue Bruch kind of cards, and really a nice submission. Thank you so much. She dusted it off, I remember. Hilda Nell, you're here tonight or today from California, and it was her first 6x6 card. I'm I'm so proud. The parameters were all accomplished. We've had this little stamp earlier in the submission board. Super cute stamp. I don't know where it came from, and but very, very cute. I think everybody likes it. Darling little girls. Which one is you? Which one's me? So anyway, yep, gotta love your besties. Look how she scattered her little hearts in there, and she's got that real pretty, kind of bronzy looking metal. Look, it works. Craft Roulette is giving us combinations that otherwise would never have been born, and I think that is just one of the most awesome things about Craft Roulette, is the weird combinations that you guys take by the horns and wrestle and get something cute out of. So I just love it. Hilda Nell, thank you. Jennifer Hunstad went to Szwalkiewicz and Sully, I believe. And look at her interpretation of this thing. She used a door. Very, very cute. The little monsters are just always darling. From your favorite monster. I think they're so darling. I think that was like one of the best movies ever for kids, and not being afraid of closets and stuff, which I still suffer occasionally. Not very often. But, closets scared the horrible things out of me. I had a great imagination, as you may or may not believe. And so I just think that's a lovely little reminder that monsters are friendly, especially on cards. So Jennifer, we're so glad to have you join us, and I know you've written and said you enjoy the group and the game, so appreciate you being there. Sandee Carlson's got her mask in front of her messy desk, and she's I can't tell if she's happy about it, if she's perplexed, but she's got something going on in her brain. She needs to kiss it. And but one thing she's got is a really cute card to live on, and that's really cute, Sandee. I think you did a great job. Foil heart to meet the criteria of just sneaking in that little piece of metal. I love it. Nice job on getting your background and your all the things working together and still having a great focal point. Really a great 6x6 card. They aren't that hard, are they? You just have to whittle them down like we talked about. It's those envelopes that are the troublemakers. It's not the cards at all. But we're going to work on that one too. Lisa Stanley, oh, I just love these little bunnies. They are so sweet. They're just loving each other, and oh, it's like the big dog came out and scared them, and now they're comforting each other, or they're just so glad to go out and have some carrot juice together. I'm not sure which it is. But Lisa, this is adorable, and you do have some little details on there that make it double special with the rounded corners and the little dots or the little holes in the back element there. You just got lots, and that's kind of a cool thing with all those weeds with all the dots on them. So you've got a lot of cool little details that make it very special, and it's adorable. Thank you. Alessa's here today, and she is our go-to mixed media art form or artsy person. She said in another really cool card with lots of action and cool interpretations of parameters. She's got a little bit of gold up there, I believe is where she went sneaking that in. And oh, I love that paper. It's just so bright and pretty, and then those little girls are right there going to town. Oh, man, it's cold here. That just it just makes me realize there are places that are not cold, but I can't imagine what they're like. But really cute. It reminded her of her older sister, who's 3 years older than she is, but you can tell they have lots of memories in that card. And isn't that a nice thing to be able to think of things that make a card that makes you think of somebody that you just absolutely adore and maybe haven't talked to for a while or spent time with? A lot of people like that. And a card is just such a sweet thing for the person who's making it and also for the person who receives it. The card makers are twice blessed, in the making and in the sending. So it's a good thing. You did it. I love it. Thank you again for joining us. Melissa, this one cracked me up. Look at the face on the green-haired chicken. So funny. I'd walk through fire for you. Well, not fire. That would be dangerous. But a super humid room, but not too humid. Because, you know, my hair. I know who would love this card. I know who would send this card, and I think this is just adorable. Nice job on showing us the inside and outside. We only had, the submission board only lets you put in one submission a week, so because we have so many. But oh, your sister lives in France. That's even more special. What was I gonna say? Oh, so this is a great way to show how you can do the inside and the outside and share it with us with the pic collage. So if you're in that position sometime, make sure you remember pic collage. How about that? Okay, here's another thing about this card. You see those that fire in the background. My first impression of how to stamp that would be bright red or blue blazes, and but because of the parameters of pastel, you toned it down to pink, and it's an excellent background for those pink or those little pastel chickens, which are hilarious. So Melissa, you did a great job. Kiss your brain on that one. It's really cute. Really like it. It's so funny. Vicki Tiller, they're all great. Vicki Tiller from North Carolina had fun with this one. The layers were dry embossed to add interest. That's a great way to add interest and texture. The rest is pretty self-explanatory. We got a conga line going on here. Cute card. Lots of fun, and the card's entertaining. No one will ever be as entertained by us as us. But the card is entertaining, and I can see if you sent that, Vicki, that's your friend would definitely have that up on the mantle or refrigerator or desk or something, because it's just adorable. So nice colors. Everything's fun about it. Just everything's fun about it. Yep. I'm looking at my little things here. Pink flames, right? Isn't that a cool idea? That was a good one. Yep, very fun card. And Patty Beck, kiss your brain for spelling fun right. F-U-N-N. Good girl. Rose had trouble with, she said, pastels. Pastels are tricky. But for a tip, pastels are, you're going to use the same rules about using pastels as you do for any other color, bright or dark. You're still going to want contrast. You're still going to want combinations that look good together. Don't worry about it. Keep practicing. If you are stumped by some challenge, keep practicing, and pretty soon, and keep watching for samples and go, oh, that one works. By golly, I could do that. I can use this idea. Keep practicing. There's Rose, hopefully, I don't think it's that bad. I know that sometimes we make things that we look at and we're going, it's not my love, I'm not smiling. But at the same time, it's a process, and there are things, because you make enough stuff, there's going to be things you don't like. But there are always things you can learn from. So don't worry about it. I'm glad you joined us and we had this conversation, because it's an important conversation to have. Because we do have that little guy on our shoulder going, that's bad. But no, it's not bad. This is an experience. This is a creative journey. Hopefully you can look at this. I can look at this and find great stuff. And the overall card is just fine. I thought those arrows were really clever, for instance. I hadn't thought of using arrows in one of these cards at all. So you helped me with an idea. I love that purple stripe thing. I think that's just adorable. And you pulled out that color into some other elements on the card. Well done. You've got a little gold in the background. You hit a parameter that you probably wouldn't have done otherwise. Well done. Pastels are a little tricky, and if you don't work with them very often, they can throw you. So congratulations for trying and sending it in and helping me have this conversation. So you know what, Rose? I'm going to kiss my brain for you. You did great, and we love having you, so thank you. So there. Let's look at the next one. Christina. We were talking about turtles before the show, or at the beginning of the show, and how turtles, I was saying that they probably pull into their shell and have these little turtle fantasies on what's inside their shell. Might have been my fantasy. And how a turtle may go inside their shell and see their craft room in their eyes. And so here comes this turtle, this outstanding turtle card. Christina from Sweden loves 6x6 cards, and I can see why, because she does really extravagant, detailed cards that often have a scene or tell some story. This is so fun. You got your sun in there. I love that the little shacks in the background. That's really cute. The splatters, the double matting, but the double matting isn't bold. It's just a little help. It gives a little frame and a little punch there. You've got this guy upside down. Look at the shimmer on the water. I guess that's glitter paper. So many interesting details. I think I could look at Christina's cards for a long time and find something new in them for a long time. Anyway, it's really fun to have her. She stays up late and watches this, and I always worry about her, but I guess she knows she's an adult. She can figure this out. But super, super cute. Loved it so much. Two best friends on the seaside. Wouldn't that be a fun thing to do? I can't be away from my craft stuff too long, though. I get a little... but if I do go to the seaside, I always take a sketch pad. A sketch pad and some paper and a pencil sharpener. It makes me very much more content. So I think these guys probably have those things in their shell. Thank you so much, Christina. Isn't it pretty? Lena Marie. I have been blessed to know Lena Marie for, golly, 20 years pretty much. And she's one of my crafty friends. And look how she pulled in the metal. With the belt. Isn't that clever? She's got the pastel, and like Heather, she used black as a foil, so to speak, with her pastel colors, and works real well, just real good. I can just see her walking down the Parkville streets hand in hand with her BFF and having some fun, going to Piropos and getting some gelato and all those kind of things. All dolled up, and it could be on a Monday afternoon, knowing Lena Marie. She would dress up, and she always wears hats for anything. So it's really fun. She's a fun woman, and she made a fun card. Thank you. Susan Smurf Murphy has these hilarious women. Don't know them by name, but I like them by personality. Really cute choices of colors. I love your embossing on your metal in the background. Those three little flowers set it off real nice. Great use of the sketch. You got a lot going on there with your colors, your sketch interpretation, your focal point is spot on. She got some flowers and breads that she's had forever. Don't you love using those kind of things? It feels good. I love it. And you know, it's hard to use all the supplies you have, so I love that you can pull them out and use them. I love it, Sue. It's just Susan, it's just a really cute card. You did a great job on it. I think everybody should kiss her, send her a kiss for this one. It's really good. It's really good. Love it. 6x6, you guys had no trouble. Rachelle Castle from Indiana. Donuts and coffee. Now that's a good best friend thing. And she was saying, oh, let's go out for that. That would, for her best friend, go out for donuts and coffee. I'm in. When shall we go? I'm ready. Super cute, super great idea. Love the interpretation. You've got some foil in the background there to give it a little pop. And you've even got some beans laying around there for a little bit of embellishment fun. They're very, very fun ideas. Cute donuts. They look good. They look real good. I love donuts. I like that card very much, Rachelle, but I really want a donut. Thank you. Join us often, please. Jackie Rippey from Florida, longtime submitter. She has sent in over 30 cards. She's right up there. She always says she's right behind Patty, and she is. clever way, she didn't have any foil paper or metallic. Clever thing that she did was she used metallic pens on the buckets and then around the little saying up there. So that's another way just to hit the parameters and not be beat by limitations, but be guided by limitations. Nice background, great focal, cute little girls. I think we've seen them before. I don't know, maybe there's multiple stamps like that. I don't have one like that, but really cute interpretation, and you got lots of good stuff going on there. Pastels, you didn't get surprised by them. The sketch helped you out, I think. I think the sketch was great for helping out. I love that. And I think that's true about Craft Roulette in general. You've got 4 parameters, your brain, your supplies, so you just add your style, and we just add some ideas on what to make. It works real well. Have you seen how many different kinds of cards we've had? So many different kinds of cards. We've had little girls, we've had old girls, we've had animals, we've had coffee, donuts, lots and lots of ideas. So many. Love it. So much fun. Linda Norman, she colored these flowers with shimmer brushes, she did a good job. And then she's got even a pretty shiny heart in the background. Nice use of colors, nice choices of colors. They go together all so pretty. And your heart is so pretty. The leaves she said she did with a marker, but the flowers she did with a shimmer brush. If you haven't ever colored with a shimmer brush, it works really well, and it makes a very, very pretty flower. If you don't have all the colors, you can always just use a clear shimmer brush and color right over it, and you get a pretty, pretty look too. But I know the red one has a deep, deep red, and so it's very pretty to color with, but super pretty. But it wasn't a pastel, that's for darn sure. But Linda chose her pastels well. Those sunset colors I think are so pretty. So well done, Linda. Thank you for joining us again. Amanda sent in her first submission. She's from Yellowknife, Northwest Territories, right there by Santa's house. And she, butterflies. Do you have butterflies in Northwest Territories? Probably for just a small time, I bet you do. But such pretty little butterflies. She's got the rule of 3 going on there. She's got some background going on with the yellow roses the butterflies are all attracted to. Like that you did the same thing as I did, so I like it. With the metal frame around your focal point. That's just a small little way to pop up, get that little metal thing in, and it did add kind of a cool little look. If you think of metal frames at Michael's or something, there's some good looking frames that they just have a small little rimmed edge on the metal, and it makes a real pretty wall decoration. So yep, her little butterfly card is cute. You are right, Patty. Pretty butterflies. I'd like to have them in my yard. So yep, I don't think we had too many. Oh, you have more moths than you have butterflies? Well, moths can be very pretty too. Like the Luna moths. Oh, they are gorgeous, but they're terrible when they're before they're turned into moths. Oh my goodness, they eat everything. But Amanda, thank you for joining us with your first submission. We hope it's one of many. Welcome to Craft Roulette Fun Family. She created it during your Zoom time. Well, that is so sweet, Kimberly. That's neat. Christina from Ecuador, she said, look how this cool background is. It's a quilt out of paper. I do like it. She said she hoped I did, and I do. Used that same little girl from last week. If you weren't here last week, that's when we started this show, the contributors submission board, and we had slimline cards last week, so we came off of tall skinnies to squatty or big squares, and so that just shows me a lot about your ability to be creative, guys. You did it. But I do like that background very much. Lots of pretty colors in it, and I like how she just stands out from those pretty little colors, and they're kind of muted and soft and pastel-y. Very pretty. And then she's got this pop of, what does that say on the side? Oh, I don't know. And then a big square and the happy birthday on the foil on the side with the happy birthday. So, good use of popping in that little sentiment in kind of a surprising, fun way. And I like that you had it on a pink background too. You know, a lot of times I just use a white background. So it's kind of fun when I see somebody using a color. And because I forget about it. And then she's got white for one of this back element. So that sets it up too a little bit. So many ideas. So many great ideas. Christina, thank you so much. Maelynn and Theresa are a grandmother and granddaughter team that watch on Friday nights when they can. After a week of school, Miss Maelynn gets a little tired, but we are always glad when she can join us. She made the card on the left. And she's 9, and she used foil paper for the honey. Smart. She's very clever. And her best friends are the bee and the flower. So cute, so sweet. Really cute. She does bold things that most adults won't do. And I love seeing that in her. She's just, she's like, no, I'm going to draw my own snowman, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. I'm doing it my way. But using the metallic paper for honey blows my mind. Really, really good idea. Then Grandma comes along and she makes her one. And you know that Maelynn is learning a lot from Grandma, which is pretty darn cool. Theresa, kiss your brain for being the Grandma of the week, of the year. I don't even know. I know, I love Maelynn's cards. She was kind of gone for a while and I missed her terribly. So it's really fun to have her back. Theresa used the foil paper for the base of the banner, which is, again, just use a little pop of it. Nice way to get it into the parameters without having it overwhelming. So, cute little monsters, more monsters. Who knew that monsters and best friends would go together? It works. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much, you guys, and hope you come back again Friday. Hope you're not too tired, but you do have to do your schoolwork. Judy G, I gotta give a shout out to her. She said she wasn't gonna be able to watch the live today because her husband's had some health issues. So I hope, Mr. G, you're feeling better and back home soon. This is her 30th submission. I remember one of the early ones. She had this fantastic box. I don't even know how she made it. But she's a quilter, and so she can do magic things that I don't understand. But we did have gnomes. We have given our guest crafters the veto power for one parameter. And Carrie was quite bold, weren't you, Carrie? And she said she was going to veto gnomes. But that only meant that if we went spinning and it ended on gnomes, that we would spin again. The crafters could still use gnomes if they wanted to, and Judy G did. So cute little guys too. My gnomes, you never see their eyes, so it's good to know that they still have eyes. And my gnomes don't have ears, and I think my gnomes can't see or hear. This is kind of horrible. I need to be more considerate when I make a gnome. Anyway, but she has a friend she hasn't seen in almost 2 years, and she's going to send this to her. So I know that is very special. Once again, card makers are twice blessed, one in the making and one in the sending. So well done. I do hope your husband's doing better, Judy. Kathy still has snow at her house, and she's got a beautiful card to go with it. Look at those roses in the snow. Wouldn't that be some kind of sight? Real pretty, the way spotlight card that you made, and you've got the strong contrast there with the black mats. Very pretty. The sentiment is your kindness means so much more than you'll ever know. Obviously a great sentiment to send to a best friend. Wonderful card. Kathy, you did a beautiful job. It's 12th submission in a row. See, now I would think, if I didn't know better and reading that, I'd think, oh, she's been around for about 3 or 4 cards. But no, time goes so fast and submissions come quickly sometimes. But always appreciate hearing from you. So thank you, Kathy. Another gorgeous card. Vicki Logan is another one of those wonderful women that I've gotten to be craft friends with for many, many years. Funny story, she found me through Close to My Heart right after they went to acrylics, and she had met somebody who didn't tell her that Close to My Heart had gone to acrylics or something, and so she found a new consultant. So always be honest, and you'll have a great customer and friend for years. Anyway, she made this cute card. She always has a fun style. 6x6 card didn't seem to stump her at all. She did her pastels, and she's got best friends with bugs. Vicki does appreciate a good stamp. She really does, and she so appreciates craft time. And I know she was in Colorado a little while ago, and she was going, I wish I'd brought some craft supplies, because she kind of got stuck there for a while. And that's a horrible feeling. Once again, it's me on the beach. Always travel with sketch pad and a pencil and a sharpener. So anyway, thank you, Vicki, for your friendship and your submission once again, and your support. We appreciate you. Then Vicki mentioned in the comments on the blog, which is craftroulette.live, that she saw this and had to order everything about this card. And then she had to go for the $50 to get free shipping. This is hilarious. Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis, who has been a guest crafter with us 3 times, and this is her 25th submission in a row. Pretty outstanding contributor. She's got these ladies look. Okay, now the thing is talking about that they laughed so hard that the tears were running down their legs, but look at their legs. And I know that posture. I know the uncomfortable feeling of that posture, and the urgency of that posture is just hilarious. Look at those women, though. I love them. I don't know. They probably don't even know what they're laughing about, but I know I have friends that I have laughed this hard with. My daughters, we laugh this hard. So my mother and I used to laugh this hard. I have a picture of my mother and me sitting at a table, and we're both like this, and it looks like we're being very pious and praying, but we were laughing so hard we were trying to catch our breath. So it's I love this card too. It's darling. Thank you for sending it to us, Ellen, and letting us all enjoy the day a little more. Buell from Sweden. Super pretty card. She's best friends with Christina from Sweden, who did the turtles. And they have been crafty friends for over 30 years, I believe. And they don't live right next door to each other. They live down the road a ways from each other. But she did something we don't often see on our submissions, but I love very much. She sewed. She did some sewing on those banners, and what a cool interpretation of the little cross piece. Plus she brought it forward instead of having it behind. Super cute. She had a little trouble, she's admitted, with pastels once again. Pastels can be, I tell you, they can, you kind of have to study pastels sometimes. I think some people are born to go naturally with pastels more than others, and some of us just go with bolder colors, but appreciate pastels. But if you do have trouble with a color element, just study other people's stuff and make notes of things that you think work together, and then try it. And pretty soon you'll get really good at it, and you'll wonder why you ever had trouble with it. But look at this little girl and her kitty? Puppy? I'm not sure, but it's adorable. It could be a dog cat like mine. It's super cute. I love that sewing and all the variety in the banners. I got to make a note of that because I want to try that again. I haven't done something like that in a long time. See, now here's another thing. Here's another thing. If you have to break a piece of paper and you need to make a card or a layout or something, go to craftroulette.live. Look through those submissions. They have the parameters on the front of, you can just hover over the Craft Roulette little thumbnail, and it will show you the parameters, so you can decide, well, is that something I want to see? Yay, nay, go on, whatever. But use it. It's a great resource, and you could even have a Pinterest board for your favorite Craft Roulette entries, so that you can remember that you want to try something. Yes, everybody, kiss your brains, you know you're going to do that. You know it. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. I hope so. I hope you like that idea. We do have some changes coming up in Craft Roulette, I hope in the next month or two. Anyway, I can't tell you. It's so Well, thank you so much. Denise is Kathy's cousin, Kathy Pisupati, that we looked at earlier. She was invited by her cousin, so if you have a cousin that would like this, invite them. You never know. She had trouble with the 6x6, but she didn't give up. And Denise, kiss your brain for that one. This is her first submission. Hugs and kisses. Very clever. You made a ginormous kiss, and I like a ginormous kiss. XOXO, you got lots of fun elements going on here, and you made a really cute card. Thank you for not giving up, and thank you for sharing with us. This is your first submission. I hope it's the first of many. I want to see everything you do because I think you've got some real interesting style. Love it. Love it. Love having you with us, and thank you, Kathy, for inviting her. Appreciate you. It's what I do. Mary Neighbor, she's the one that came up with the idea for sketches, and she did a beautiful job on this one. Look at the banners on the background for this piece. I like that technique a lot, breaking down that piece into sections. Nice way to, I think that's probably like a card that she had, but very, very sweet and very, very precious. I don't know if she stamped it or not, but good friends are like stars. You don't always see them, but you know they are always there. Isn't that sweet? I like it very much. And then she's got a lot of play on the theme of stars with her little stars splattered around. She's got some good splatters. I have been grounded from splattering on my mask because I get it everywhere. And I'm too impatient to go to my closet because there might be a monster in there and get a box to splatter in. And that's not right. I'm not really afraid of monsters anymore in my closet. But I am kind of afraid of something falling on my head. It's a very, very busy closet. Anyway, Mary Neighbor, thank you so much for being supportive of Craft Roulette and sending in so many pretty cards. We really appreciate you at our place. So thank you. Yep, you love the cool feeling of the card. Yeah, the splatters are perfect. Yep, I love this card too. Yep, lots of good love on that one. And look at the, oh wait, but first let's talk about one more thing. Look at that real gentle background with the grays. That's one of my favorite backgrounds, is a gentle gray background with just a hint of pattern. I think it's one of my favorite things in the whole world. You can always pick out Mary's cards. She does have a style. Yep. Oh, Kimberly, will you keep one under a box under your desk for your splatters? Well, you know, that's not a bad idea. I've got several other things down there, but I could probably find a place for it. That's a good idea, Kimberly. Thank you. I'll keep a box in there. I'll find a box and put it under my mask. A mask is a messy desk, and that's what I always have. So I also have a more, which is a messy floor. But I can put another thing on it. No problem. Thank you, Mary. Jamie from Wichita, Kansas sent in this for her first submission. Jamie's here today. Well done, ma'am. I couldn't tell what was on your little shiny thing because of the reflection. And isn't that just a bear to take a photo of? I was trying to take pictures of the dog the other day, and darn if I couldn't get shiny retina face. But super cute card, nice and simple, but you let the paper do the work. A quick stamp, a couple quick stamps, and you've got a nice card. Well, you did the you used the space well, and your proportions are nice. Lots of good things I can say about this card. That's really pretty paper too, so good choices on that. Well done. You just use some some Stampin' Up paper, so and a Stampin' Up card. So nicely chosen. Well done. Isn't it nice to use stuff? It is. You have a mask too, Kimberly? Yep, it is. It's really sweet and cute. And anybody would love to get that. I wish I knew what was on that. I just can't see it. So, but oh, it says hello. Thank you. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, I like it very much. It was a good way to fit in your metallic little parameter. So, yeah, smart. Kiss your brain. Thank you, and welcome to Craft Roulette. Dawn Kursky from Stevens Point, I think it's Wisconsin, sent in this really pretty card with her little bee. Look at the detail on that focal point with the different layers and the outside design. Woo, very fancy. And but it separates enough with that paper to highlight it. It doesn't get lost by any means of the word. Good use of space again. Good use of design choices. It's a good strong card. Again, you use the black, and totally legal. The craft police will not come after you for this. Look at that. So one of the really sneaky things that she's got going on here that maybe is easy to miss are those little hexagons underneath the focal point. Really fun way to pull in another element of the design and the theme to the design. So cute. And then on the inside she's got the hive and more of the pretty color. That's a really pretty gold too. Very nice, very nice. The foil in the paper was a sure thing. Okay, so there's foil in the paper. That's easy then. Woo, smart girl. I like it. Thank you so much for joining us again, Dawn, and for your good choices. You've made good choices. Brenda, I like this card. She said she didn't love it. I like it very much. You've got some really cool elements going on here. You got that pretty gold or foil in the background. I like that. And your choice of colors reflect off of that real well. You did metallic embossing for that on vellum. That's something that is often forgotten, and I love that you remembered to use that. I don't know how you made that little frame around that vellum, but it's really a cool little frame, and it's metallic also. I don't know how you did that. But she says she had to have the stamp when she saw it, but has never used it. I love that the wheel pushed you a little bit into using something you hadn't used. It's one of my favorite things that I hear. I think it's adorable. Nose to nose with a dog. If I was like that with Boomer, though, I would get a big lick up my nose, and it would be at the, oh my gosh, that dog has the coldest nose. I can touch that nose and shivers all the way down to my toes. But I still love him, and I still go back for more. I just tell him what a cold nose that boy has. Warm heart. Cold nose. Yep. You guys are enjoying the cards. I love that. Yep. See, isn't it pretty, Patty? I think it's good too. I like the colors very much. And the background, I think it's great, Brenda. I think you did fine. And not only that, Brenda's recovering from like carpal tunnel. So this was her first card in a while. So I think you did great. Kiss your brain and kiss your wrist. All right? All right. Carol Lee, this was such a cute card and cute idea. You love me to the beach. You love somebody to the beach and back. Nice use of the theme. You've got some embossing there for some interest. You've got double embossing, really, which gives a lot of cool texture without a lot of strong pattern. You got some seaweed poking out from the background that's all very pastel. Well done. And you got that little sand dollar with a sentiment. Cute sentiment, by the way. I like it. I like that little sand dollar as a sentiment too. I don't know if you stamped on top of it, or I bet you did, and it didn't come that way, I bet. So no, real good. And then you got like the net, which is kind of beachy too. So you pulled a lot of cool elements into a card, and that 6x6 didn't bother you a bit, did it? Not a bit. You took it and you wrestled it and you made a cute card, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us, Carol Lee. Carol Lee's a lot of fun. Kim, you're here. She's from Northwest Territories too, right up there by Santa. And she did a cute card. She's got, Life is Better with Friends. Great big bold title or sentiment, which is perfect for a 6x6 card. And then she backs it up with some coffee mugs or to-go cups. And you did great. It's real nice with your choices of colors, real pretty pastels. You've got some edging, I think, in there with the metals. You got some sequins to pull it together. Another really subtle light gray background. Love it so much. I got a little package of it before I started my paper fast. And it's the only thing that I've wanted since that I used up that I wanted. I had gotten it from Sunny's Stamp Studios. And ew, man, it was a nice little, 6x6 pads too are great for 6x6 cards. We did have that conversation that people had 8.5 by 11 card stock, and they weren't big enough for the 6x6 cards. But we talked about adding a hinge front, and we talked about just making card fronts until you had a 12 by 12 to put it on. And there's just not a whole lot of reason you can't do this. Sometimes something comes up and you just can't, but there's ways, and the wheel will push you. It really will. And you only get 48 hours, but at the same time, that 48 hours is a good thing, so that you have a little bit of a deadline to be forced to get to the submission board. But if you don't, you can go back to the Craft Roulette group and add your own cards. We love seeing the cards all the time. So, Kim, this is really cute. Really appreciate you being there and sending in something cute and cool. Boy, I thought this morning my coffee got cold so fast. I had to drink it so fast. I bet you guys have to drink it really fast in the Northwest Territories. Whew. Either that or cold coffee all the time. Angela said, she's been around us for a long time. She sent in these beautiful cards. Nice choices of colors, different colors too. And she put a bunch in one submission. That a girl. Really nice use. I like that big happy birthday. Sending a birthday card to a friend, one of your best friends, is such a nice thing to do, and surprising anymore, because we just go HBD on Facebook, and that's not enough. Best friends deserve better. That should be a stamp. Best friends deserve more than a HBD on Facebook. So anyway, you have lots of cool detail. Love the heart in the background, the big happy birthday with the shadow. The embossing in the background, the dotted paper, lots of things you put together, and it's flawlessly put together. So well done. I hope somebody gets those, and I know they're going to enjoy it. These were her first 6x6, and she liked it. Yay wheel! Yay wheel! Oh, you need a coffee warming plate, Miss Carrie. That's what you have. That's an idea. I just drank it fast. Oh yeah, Kimberly, I've been missing coffee dates with my friends too. My tea parties. I've missed my tea parties a lot. Yep, it's terrible. Anna from Alberta sent in this pretty card with her butterflies. I love those calico papers in the background. I think those are really sweet put together for the pastel background. And then she has a white focal point, which keeps it nice and clean. She's got some pink in the background, pulling out her favorite colors, I'm believing. And she used another calico for a mat. Now that's something, isn't it? Isn't that cute though? She could have definitely just done that white right on that darker or that teal-ish colored paper, but I think it makes it a whole bunch better with that pink paper behind that. So, well, you just are doing such good work, Miss Anna. Thank you so much. She's been around for a long time too, and I get to have her as a student in Fun University, which is a double bonus. Same with Patty and a couple of others of you. And so anyway, it's so nice to have crafty friends and crafty students. Thank you so much, Anna. Jennifer sent in her first submission. Okay, girls, do you remember when you started making cards? She's just starting. Isn't that exciting? She's got so much ahead of her. I think this is cool. Miss Iowa. We used to hang out with horse friends that there were Miss Iowas. Anyway, it's her first time poster, so welcome to Craft Roulette. And she used some metallic in the paper because she's just getting started and making cards. I think you did a great job, but you're the only person that used a great big F for friend. Give me an F for friend. And so you've got your own little style already developing, Jennifer, and I think that is just super fun. We welcome you to not only Craft Roulette, but to the card making community, which is huge and hugely fun. I I look forward to seeing your submissions in the future, and I love having you in our group. So thank you so much. Keep it up. It is a blast. I wish you years and years of card making happiness. Wendy J. Okay, now this is our first daughter-dad combination. We've had a husband send in cards before, and we miss him. But this was daughter-dad, and Dad is 72. Dad made the card on the right, and then Wendy made the card on the left. And they were watching the show at the time, and she said, my dad's hanging out with me, and I thought, well, I wonder who, is she a child? And he's hanging out with her, babysitting kind of, or watching her like dads would do, but now we got the submission and it answered some questions. So he's 72 and he made a card and it's so cute. Fred, kiss your brain. It's well done. And Wendy, thank you for sharing it with him. Your card's adorable. And I think on your card, Wendy, I think the little flap comes up, right? So you've got a 6x6 background. And then this little thing is an opening, smart. And then this little part is like the hinge, smart. So another cool interpretation, making it into a fun fold. I know, father-daughter. Who couldn't love this? I know, I just absolutely thought that was the coolest thing. We got grandmother, granddaughter. Now we got father, daughter. We've had husband, wife. Fun, best friends. They could be they could be their own parameters. So anyway, thank you so much, Wendy and Fred, for joining us this week. A really inspiring group of people and super cute cards. I'd like to know more about Fred's choice of stamps. Look at that funny cat. I know, the balancing cat is so funny. Great whiskers. I know, it's so cute. Yep, isn't that neat? It's real neat. It's very special. All right, I hope they come back. Stacy, you're here from Montana, and you made a gorgeous card, and your friendship is in the sentiment. Isn't one big thing, it's a million little things. Isn't that the truth? And boy, howdy, I've had friends for so long. It's more like 10 million things at this point that make our friendship so special. And what's really fun is, you kind of have friends during a section of your life and then you reconnect with them later in life, and it's very, very special. And I've been having several of those experiences with the lockdown. It's like, well, I wonder how they're doing, checking in on them, and it's just a cool thing. So I'm very appreciative of the people I've gotten to know over my lifetime. Anyway, Stacy, this is gorgeous. You have metallic in the hearts and on the background. You didn't have any trouble with metallics, did you? I love that, especially that outline heart back there. That's really a nice touch. Love your little this piece that's in the front and with the little binding around it. Real cute. Real cute. Nice job on your coloring, on your flowers. Super pretty pastels. Oh, it all works together. You did great. The wheel didn't stump you at all. Well done. Yep. Isn't it pretty? All the texture and all the lots going on, and it's just all gorgeous. You do well putting things together. Sue Masner. She's one of those crafty friends I've had for 20 years. And that I wouldn't have if it hadn't been for some little cards and stamps and our love of crafting. Great blessing in my life. Love this card, and my computer didn't take it, so we got it. She said, "Did you get my card?" And I went, "No, we didn't get any mail today." But she was talking about this card, her submission. I'm kind of slow. But anyway, super cute. Look how sweet that is. Super sweet. I don't know if, I can't remember if Sue loves coloring or not, but she sure is doing a good job on it. And you are the best thing I never knew I needed. That is sweet. That is a sweet sentiment. Sue always uses some bling and or ribbon. She's got both, so I know the bigger card can handle that though. And I told her she was going to be my grand finale. So with Miss Sue's card, we have hit it all. thank you all contributors for sending in such cool cards. Let me go back to this. Let me get my schedule up. This week we've got Candace Richardson from Candoodle. Interesting woman. She's only in her 20s. I'm old enough to be her grandmother. And real interesting woman, very active, very smart. She's going to be a lot of fun. She's from Canada and just got her master's in public health. So, we'll just talk mastery stuff. Anyway, then we have Katie Taylor coming up, Sandy Boone from 3 Room Studio, Julie Carrier from Close to My Heart also, and then Christine Bertram for our anniversary show from Stampin' Up. So we got a lot coming up, and there's more. There's more. We try, it's one of the hardest things right now is going, but I love these guest crafters. I want them often. I want them all the time. And then it's kind of like, but we've got new guest crafters. We've got to fit everybody together. But the guest crafters have just been so much fun to hang out with and learn from and be inspired by and learn their stories. They're also different. And sometimes we look at ourselves and think we're the only model of crafter that there is. But and there's always something to learn from somebody else. Some way. I was looking at a thing from one of our guest crafters today and how she glued on a front panel. And I never thought of that, and I thought it was brilliant. So it's fun to watch other people work. And to that end, it's also fun to learn about creative people. And so we did invent a new show. I don't think we have the slide on, or the show on that. But we did invent a new show that starts tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time called Cut the Crap and Create. Yeah, it's going to be a little more edgy than Craft Roulette, perhaps. And we're going to be talking to one of our guest crafters, Crafty Al, and talk to her about her creativity, what she thinks about creativity, how she approaches things, problems that she may have with it. It's not going to be a lesson, it's not going to be a project, but we will be doing projects just as we talk. But nothing, it's going to be a little different. So Steven, my son, producer, tech guy, everything, all that stuff, is also going to have a microphone talking to her. So it'll be he's a big podcast guy. So it'll be a fun experience. I think it'll be fun for everybody to get to learn more about Crafty Al and maybe help them discover new things about their own creativity. So thank you for joining us for Contributor Showcase. We'll be back here next week, Lord willing, the creek don't rise, 1 o'clock Tuesday with episode 48 submissions. These will also be shown on Friday's show, but very quickly. If you want to see them in detail at your leisure, go ahead and go to craftroulette.live, episode 47. Scroll down and you will see everyone. Click on them. They get great, big, and pretty, and you can take notes on them and draw sketches of them and learn from them, try from them. I think it's a neat group. We're all very giving, I think, and I know you guys are. So, for that, I will. Yay, Patty, thank you. Thank you guys for all being here. Please share. Join us again tomorrow at Friday, and anytime you feel like crafting, join us, or we'll be somewhere. All right. Thank you. Kiss your brains. Bye-bye.
Hi, thank you for tuning in to Craft Roulette. I just wanted to take this opportunity to tell you about my other project, Fun University. Fun U is my online papercraft art school geared toward those who like to create. I'm live for 15 plus hours a month in our digital classroom. All lessons are recorded and archived in our library. Each lesson is paired with extensive documentation, extra examples, digital guides built on our own unique guide system, student galleries, and more. We have a unique think outside the kit approach to card making, scrapbooking, and miscellaneous papercraft art. We are perfect for the crafter who embraces the creative process and wants to thrive in the medium of their self-expression. Check us out at fununiversity.com. The first month of classes is always free.